You guys are headlining tonight with Hammerfall. Are you guys doing a lot of headlining shows these days?
Well, yeah, the new album just came out last week, so this is the first festival of the season, basically, for us. We did a couple of shows during May and April, just as a warm-up things. But this is the first real, like now, the tour starts now for us, basically. So we're going to do a lot of shows over the summer and then return for a full tour at the end of the year. We have something special planned for the headline shows, for sure. But that's only because when we don't headline, when we play in the middle of the day, for example, we're going to do a Hellfest in France, play for 45 minutes at 2 in the afternoon or something like that. Then you don't have that much time to set up anything, so we just go out and play, basically. So, but we, of course, we're going to do some. This is a different show than those shows. But this is for me. It's just we don't do something extra. The headline show is the 100%, and then everything else is less than 100%. That's basically why I see it.
In which country does Hammerfall have the biggest audience? Is it Germany?
Usually Sweden. It depends on how you look at it. For a single show, it's usually Sweden. But Germany, we do more shows in Germany than we do in Sweden because there's more people there. Interestingly enough, on the last tour we did was the biggest show. No, the second biggest show in terms of audience was in Sofia in Bulgaria. We'd never been there before, so I was very surprised, but positively so, of course.
And is Holland a good country for Hammerfall?
It is. We've been. I think we've been here, I don't know how many times, probably 20 times by now, maybe even more. Holland was one of the first countries that we did a headline tour in, or maybe it was the first country except for Sweden. I think it was actually, because, yeah, we did this in the beginning of 1998. We did a tour together with, I think it's a Belgian band called Double Diamond. We did some shows in Belgium and some shows in Holland.
How is the Dutch audience compared to other countries?
That's a really difficult question, because I don't think that there's anything special with any kind of audience usually. I mean, of course there's a difference between the South American audience and the Japanese audience and the European audience. But generally, actually, yeah, the Dutch audience has been generally more vocal, less reserved than, for example, Germany's. It depends also very much on the evening, if it's a weekend or if it's a weekday, if people are drinking or not. You know, that's how we are.
But is it a little bit like it is in Scandinavian countries, where the half of the festival fans are also musicians playing in their own metal band and watching how their heroes are gonna do their show that night, or?
I really don't know. I don't think so. I never got that impression. The other way around, actually, that people are more into the show here than they would be in, for example, Scandinavia.
You released a new album recently called Infected. Is it the best album Hammerfall ever made?
Yeah, it is.
Why?
Surprisingly. No, it is because we always try to improve on what we've done before. Use the experience that we get from songwriters and such. We've been doing this for 14, 15 years now. I would be ashamed of myself if I didn't get better at it after all that time of doing it. But also, the album is a bit different than the previous ones that we've done the last couple of years, in terms of production values, in terms of songwriting, in terms of general feel of the album. I think I didn't think the same last album, but we were going in this direction. But with this album, we really turn a page and open a new chapter in the history of Hammerfall. I think there's no question about it when you listen to the album. And
what are the new ingredients in the album then?
Not so many new ingredients. Just we bake it a little differently, if I put it that way. It's more like taking a step back and looking at what we have, and then see what instead of doing the blueprint for the same blueprint for songs that we might have not consciously been doing, but sometimes it ends up like that anyway. It's like intro riff, then a verse and pre-chorus and chorus, then intro riff comes back, and then repeat the whole thing. I tried to think a lot more about that this time, to do it, shake it up a lot more. That's why, for example, a song like Dia de los Muertos has vocals up until the middle part, then the solo comes, and then there's no more vocals for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever it is. We decided to surprise people a little bit more, consciously surprise them, which I think is for me as a songwriter is very exciting to try to do it differently. You know how it is when you do things the same way because they've always been done that way and not question it. You don't think about it really, you just do it. We had sort of an epiphany. Maybe not really an epiphany, but more like you grow older. I think the last 3 years I've matured more than I did the 13 years before that, probably.
Why?
Just age. You know, you realize things happen whether you want them or not. I was probably more happy-go-lucky before, like more naive, I guess. With experience comes also maturity. So those things reflect really well in the music because that is how I write music based on how I feel. It's always been that way. And if I'm happy and in a positive mood, I can write any kind of song. But if I'm in a bad mood, maybe I can write some lyrics for a ballad, but that's about it. You know, I can't write when I'm not feeling good. But when I'm feeling good, and when I'm feeling good, it's what comes out. The type of music that comes out can be anything. That's very influenced to what I've been listening to the most lately, and what I'm feeling inside, basically. So that's why I'm so happy about this album, because it's a change. We turn a corner, you could say.
Do you guys have a strict policy on how a Hammerfall album should sound like?
No, not at all. Not at all was maybe a little bit of a lie, but it's more a case of I know what I don't like. I know what Hammerfall is not. This is how everything started way back when. We started as a band no band was playing this type of music. There were a few, like Manowar, like Halloween, Gamma Ray, for example. They were still doing albums every once in a while and doing tours every once in a while. But generally, the heavy metal music scene was, for all intents and purposes, dead in the middle of the 90s. So we said, fuck it, we're going to do if nobody else does it, then we're going to do it ourselves. So this was more or less a rebellion against the depressive, aggressive music that was that dominated everything back then. We thought that it doesn't have to be depressive; it can be aggressive and positive at the same time. It could also be a very powerful and energetic, while at the same time melodic. And I thought the melodies was missing a lot in the type of music that was reigning back then. So the result is Hammerfall, and because of this, for example, we're never going to do certain things that was in the music that we didn't like, that forced us to form Hammerfall, so to speak. Those elements I don't like; they're not going to be there ever.
No blast beats in Hammerfall.
Well, those elements I have no problem with, but they just don't mix very well with the type of music that we do now. But I'm talking more about a general feeling in the songs, the lyrics, in how you approach life, basically. Because life has never been boring for me. It's never been depressive or sad. I mean, of course, I had ups and downs. Everybody has that. But it's never been generally that everything sucks for a long time. You know, of course, you have girlfriends and then they dump you, or whatever. All those things. Life goes like that. That's life. But as a whole, I'm a pretty positive person, and this is what we try to channel in our songs, basically. The energy and the power to do what you want, live your life your own way. This is basically what we've done, and I think that's the key, the centerpiece of Hammerfall, of the essence of Hammerfall is we do things because we like to do them this way. This is how we want them to be done, and we don't compromise ever.
So the new album is really like you guys wanted it to be.
Yeah. It's always like we want it to be. Every album is. But maybe some things don't turn out the way you thought they would, But nobody ever has any influence over...
No labels or so.
No, never, ever. If somebody doesn't like the music of Hammerfall, this is only us to blame, nobody else. But on the other hand, when they do like it, then we get the praise, obviously. But that's the creative thing. The creative side of being in a band like Hammerfall is I don't want to make any compromises, because nobody knows Hammerfall better than we do. Nobody knows what Hammerfall is more than we do. And Nuclear Blast, our label, which have been really, really good to us over the years, they let us do this. They tried in the beginning to get their fingers in the pot and maybe you should write a song like this. And just said, fuck it, you know, I don't know what songs we're gonna write. I can't tell until we're actually doing it. Yeah. And so they get minor creative input when it comes to the approval of certain like T-shirts, not T-shirts, sorry, certain cover, whatever artworks and stuff. They never say no, but they have some input sometimes and say maybe this is better or whatever. But it's generally very, very little, which I'm very happy for them for that. If they wouldn't have had this attitude, I think we wouldn't have been there with them for 15 years.